Hello, welcome to another live session. I'm very excited. This will be our second live. And as you come in, please just say hello and tell us kindly where you're watching us from. Okay? Tell us kindly. We are coming to you all the way from here. So, how is the weather where you are? So, we're just going to give it like 5 minutes so that others can join, and then we're going to kick it off from there. Okay. Hello and welcome. As you come in, please kindly tell us where you're watching us from, and we will be glad to know where you're watching. How are you doing today? How was your day? We are going to be doing a $10 Walmart dinner, another budget-friendly, family-approved, nutritious, and tasty meal. So hold on tight, and we will be kicking off in just a little 3 minutes. So I want to give a little more people time to join. I can see gospel artist Beth say hi, saying hi. Hi, welcome. Where are you watching us from? B. Oh, my darling sister, thank you for coming live. Thank you so much. How are you doing today? Oh, you're hungry. Oh my God. Became prepared. She's very prepared. Oh yes, we're going to get down on it very soon. I promise you. Okay. Thanks for coming in. So how is it over there? How is the weather? Here, it's been a little bit warm. We are in the what's that? 80s. We are in the 80s, so it's kind of warm here. Yes. Yvonne, yes, there you are. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you. How is your morning? How is your afternoon? How is your evening? Depending on where you're watching us from. Can you kindly mention in the comment section where you're watching us from so that we can say hi properly? So we are at 12:33. We're going to give 2 more minutes, and then we are going to kick off. Okay. So hello. Oh, be watching from Utah. Thank you so much. How is Utah today? Hope everyone is doing fine. Yvonne is watching from Houston. Yes, Houston is very warm today. We love our warm weather here in Houston. So yes, Yvonne, I feel you. Okay. We're gonna be waiting 1 more minute, and then we will be kicking off. Okay. So thank you for joining this live. As you come in, please can you kindly tell us where you're watching us from? We are coming to you all the way from Houston, Texas. So let's know where you're watching us from. Okay. In the next 30 seconds, we will be kicking off. Thank you all for joining this live. We are cooking another $10 Walmart dinner, budget friendly, family approved, very tasty and delicious dinner before this. So this is meal prep before school rush hour. So we have a countdown of 8 seconds, and we're going to be starting at exactly 12:35 p.m. Okay, and that's it, people. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, This is Maggie, and welcome to another session. This is Margaret Table, popularly called Maggie. So we are going to kick off right away with our ingredients and the justification of our $10 meal. Okay, because I am in front and behind the camera, I'll have to be moving the camera from time to time. So please bear with me. Okay, all right. So now I'm going to take you to our ingredients. Okay. Now, this is what we have. Again, we have our chicken drumsticks. We're going to cut them open and see how many drumsticks there are this time around. These drumsticks go for $5.46. And when we divide them into two, we're going to have $2.73. These tomatoes are $67. When we divide them into, I'm going to use 2/3 of it. That will give me 40 cents. And then we're going to have Parmesan cheese. This is $2. We have our bag of potatoes. These are $3.34. I'm going to use half of it. So that will give me $1.67. And then I have heavy whipping cream. Can somebody already guess what is happening here? You're seeing Parmesan cheese. You're seeing heavy whipping cream. This is $4.97. When we divide it into two, we get $48. And all these little spices that we're going to take just a teaspoon, half a teaspoon of them, will make up the remaining 60 cents, and that gives us our budget of, can we see my grocery list? So we see when we put down the prices together, we have $9.36. And when we add up the rest of the spices that are coming in few cents, that should give us our top up of $10. So budget justified. Yay! Okay, without much ado, we're gonna kick off with the prep. I'm going to open up the packet for the chicken because we are going to start with that. I'll just turn off the stove so that it can be okay. So I told you I am in front and behind the camera. So let me adjust that for a better view. Okay, so here we go. Now, let's count. I opened it before you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pieces. Okay, last time we had 14. Some of them are actually bigger this time, so I guess that's why they're 13 in the pack. So I'll be taking 12 of these for our meal. I have a family of 5, but those that are going to be really eating are 4, because my last one is only 6 months. So we can say she's going to really have a complete 7. Okay. So this is 6, and we're going to be using that. So I will go straight away to chopping it off. Okay, let me put this, shift it out to the side a little bit. So we are going to be cooking chicken potato casserole. Have you had any casserole dish at all? Let me hear you say something in the comment section. Have you had any casserole dish at all? Okay, I have a few people that have come in. Jesse Boggs watching from Minneapolis. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome, welcome. Okay, how is Minneapolis today? What's happening? How is the weather? We are coming to you today all the way from Houston, Texas. Houston is at 82 degrees right now. Okay. So we are cooking chicken potato casserole. And I'm asking, have you had a casserole dish before? If you have had one, which one was it? Okay. The good thing with casserole dishes are they are one pot meal. So everything kind of like goes in there and cooks. So I'm just going to chop off this chicken in small bits like this because I will be kind of cooking them in a stir fry kind of way. I don't want to fry them. So the reason why I'm going to be chopping them small like this, I don't want to add too much oil in the food. So this is one way of doing your chicken. If you don't want to add, you don't want to fry it, if you're watching your oil intake for any reason, or you just don't like too much oil in your food, you can just pan stir your chicken. Okay. Okay, Rose Tenen watching from Kentucky. Ooh, welcome, welcome. How is Kentucky today? Oh wow. How is Kentucky today? We are coming to you from Houston, Texas. Houston is 82 degrees right now as we speak. Okay. And we are cooking chicken potato casserole. If you've never had a casserole meal before, which I have no idea yet, you're gonna have one online today virtually. And this new year, I'm challenging us to kind of like experiment with our taste buds. I mean, not fufu and rice and this all the time. Challenge yourself to try new recipes. Okay? So I did. As a matter of fact, this chicken and potato casserole that I'm cooking right now is a meal I decided to challenge myself to try. So I'm just going to wash this and we are going to get on with the cooking. So I decided to challenge myself trying this chicken potato casserole for the first time, and it came out amazing. So since then, it has become a staple. So who knows the things your taste bud is gonna love when you decide to try out new recipe. Okay, here is our chicken. We're taking it straight to the stove right now. Okay, we're gonna come over here to the stove and then gonna add that in, and then we start going in with all of our spices. So what casserole dish have you had before? Nje Mbanku. Wow, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Where are you watching us from? And how is the weather today? Hope you're having a great afternoon right now. Okay, so this is our chicken. Okay, I'm just gonna leave a little bit of that oil so that it will steam, and then finally dry out when it's cooking, when it's totally cooked. And then we're going to start spicing our food. So what casserole dish have you had before? So whenever I want to start spicing, salt first. I mean, besides tea, what don't we put salt in? Okay, so I have that some salt, going in with some Maggi bouillon cubes. Okay, let's do this. Rose says the weather is great watching from work. Okay, yeah. So I mean, like, what city are you watching us from? I'm gonna leave it at 2 first. Then I have my ginger, garlic, and onion always ready and blended. I like them fresh, so I'll just put a teaspoon of that in the pot. Then when it comes to meat, I'm going to add some black pepper, some white pepper, a little bit of that. Then this is rosemary. This just gives some extra great taste to my meat. And then, of course, some dry pepper. You can have fresh pepper if you want. And we are going to allow this chicken to get cooked and be ready for the next step. So like that, it's fine. I'm just going to close that pot and let it cook for a bit. Okay. Now over to our potato. So this is our bag of potato. I mentioned that we are going to be cooking half of it. So here we are. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to be taking out a couple of them because we are doing half of that. And that was a good half. Okay. So with this casserole, I prefer to have my potatoes a little bit blanched before putting it in the casserole dish and baking it, because I don't want it in the oven for too long, and it gives that extra soft bite when I do it like that. So we're just going to quickly peel the potato and then just cut it up in little bits so that it can get quickly cooked as well. So the idea here is to blanch it a little bit, not get it extra done, because it will still cook with the rest of our chicken and soup. Okay. So happy new month, by the way, to everyone. Happy new month. Hope everyone is doing great. Now talking about potato. Last time we made mashed potatoes. Did anyone try it? If you did, let me see some comments in the comment section. So if you did, let me kindly see you say I did, I tried, or I will be trying, or I plan to try. Let me see. Okay. Okay, we have Happy Enterprise watching all the way from Atlanta. Thank you for joining the live. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much for joining. Hope Atlanta is good today. How is the weather like today? Okay, so did anyone try? Did anyone try the mashed potato? And again, from the time we did our last live to now, the potato price hasn't changed. I bought this bag of potato $3.34, and we still have it at $3.34 today. So, how many people know exactly how much a bag of potato costs at their grocery store? If you know, let me see. You indicate, because this recipe is definitely very budget friendly. For most parts, I mean, of the West, especially here in the US, and the chicken price hasn't changed at all as well. It was still $5.46, which is the same here for 13 pieces of drumsticks. So how much is a pack of drumsticks? 5 pound pack of drumsticks at your grocery store. Okay, so Yvonne says I definitely plan to try it. Okay, yeah. Good. I'll be waiting for your feedback when you finally try it. Okay, done with the potato. I'm just going to wash it. Okay. Now, what casserole dish have you had? Casserole are basically this one pot meals that are typically baked. So, anyone tried any casserole dish before? Let me see. Which one was it, and did you like it? Now, this is exactly what we are cooking here today. We are doing a potato casserole meal. Okay. Potatoes are washed and clean, so I'm just going to kind of, you see, I'll just chop them like that, not too small, because I want it to get evenly cooked. And when it's going to go in the oven, I want all the juices from the chicken to get inside it. That's what gives the beautiful taste. So I just take a potato, I'll cut it in 4 like that, cut it in 2, and then cut each piece into 4 like that. Okay, this makes it easy, I must say. Okay, like that. If you plan to keep the potato in for longer, some people just don't blanch it, they just go right away. I prefer to blanch it because I don't want it staying for long, and especially for the purpose of this live session. Else, we are going to have to wait for the potato to get baked for to get properly cooked for a very long time. Some people also personal or their preference, they may decide to like roast it, the potatoes as well, but I think this is just fine. Let's keep it simple. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to put this in the pot. Put in some salt, about half a teaspoon of salt, and then add some water and set it on the stove to cook for a few minutes. The idea, like I said, is to get this blanched. So we don't want it super soft like we did when we're doing the mashed potato. We just want it a little bit soft to make our cooking easier. Okay, then I'm just going to go ahead now and dice some tomatoes. One to two should be good. Most people typically don't even put tomato in the casserole, in this particular casserole dish, but I would prefer just add produce to my meal, and with all the good things tomato has to offer, I definitely want some tomato. Okay, I've had potatoes and salmon. It was creamy and delicious. Oh, okay. Wow. I can only imagine how creamy indeed that was. Okay. Nice. And then I have Yvonne says she has had baked pasta. Okay. Nice. So this, I just want a little bit of tomatoes. I'll just keep this aside, not too much, because people typically don't put it. I just like to add it to my personal preference. Like this is fine. Okay, I'll just put it aside now and wait for the chicken. Okay, so let's go have a look at what is happening to the chicken. Okay. This is it. Okay. We just allow all of that water to dry up. By that time, our potato should be getting ready as well. Again, we are using potato and chicken for this $10 Walmart meal because these gives us a very good dinner meal, which is nutritious and delicious for a good family size of 5 or 4 at a very good price. Okay. B says a bag of potatoes is $3.99. Where she is. Okay. Okay about that. And what size is it? Would you know how much comes out of it? And then we have Titi Ngingi says hi, hello, how are you doing? And where you watching us from? You can tell us where you're watching us from. We would be good. We will be glad. Okay, now over to the rest of our spices. So we have here Parmesan cheese. Have you had Parmesan cheese before? Titi is watching from Canada. Hello, Titi. Thank you so much for connecting. Hope Canada is fine. Okay. Have you had any meal with Parmesan cheese before? I know a couple of us here are really not traditional cheese eaters. Okay, Dr. Brenda, welcome, welcome. I see you said hi a couple of minutes ago. How you doing? How is Chicago? Have you had any meal at all with cream, with heavy whipping cream? These are some of the ingredients that I'm sure we see at the grocery stores, and we're just like, have we had heavy whipping cream before? Be it in a baked recipe or in a regular cooking. Have you cooked with Parmesan cheese? Have you cooked with whipping cream before? Okay. Gigi says, I have had Parmesan. Okay. Yeah. I actually chose Parmesan for this menu because if you really are not a traditional cheese eater, trust me, Parmesan cheese will be very, very gentle for your taste buds. Okay. If you're not really a traditional cheese eater, Parmesan cheese will be good for you. I really learned how to eat cheese while living in Belgium. They are traditional cheese eaters. They eat a lot of cheese. Oh my, my, my. From the Gouda to the Camembert, I mean, all manner of cheeses. So I remember during one of my food chemistry classes there in Belgium, and our teacher, Belgian, he asked, what cheese have you eaten before? And I quickly put my hand up and I was like, uh, I was like, la vache qui rit. He was like, okay, that's really not cheese. I was very disappointed because la vache qui rit, as he said, is not really uh, is a byproduct of cheese. It's not really typical traditional cheese. It's like when you squeeze out the other ingredients that they use to make the regular cheese, then that batch that remains is what they use to do. The batch kiri, I was very disappointed, but that was it. So I actually decided to start trying out other cheeses, and then I began to like them. Gouda cheese, especially cheddar cheese. So if you're really not a traditional cheese eater, you may want to try different kinds of cheese. And Parmesan cheese is one of them that will be gentle on your taste buds. Okay. So if you've not had cheese before, this week, in fact, between now and the next live, I should hear somebody say, oh, I tried this cheese, I tried that cheese, I tried this cheese. Okay. Cheese I made from milk. This milk they actually ferment the milk with some bacteria. That's why people that have issues with digesting milk, maybe lactose intolerance or other kinds of things, they always advise them to eat other forms of milk products like cheese because this cheese bacteria has already worked on it. That makes it now easy for your system. Okay, so you may want to try other cheeses just to add something else to your menu and your cooking. And besides, like milk, cheese are a great source of protein. So, and then heavy whipping cream. I have never, this was the first time actually I was trying heavy whipping cream. I've not had heavy whipping cream before. So I'm challenging you, try something new this week, try something new next week. As you make your budget, as you go out to grocery shopping, try something new. Okay? Now let's see what's happening to the chicken. Okay. Now we have that. Okay. Okay, exactly where I want it to be. Now I will just add the tomatoes. And just let it cook a little bit. So I'll just give it a good stir and let it cook for a little bit. Okay, we have another guest. That's my sister connecting all the way from Limbe, Cameroon. Shout out to you, Sherry. How you doing? How is Limbe? How was Limbe today? Did it rain? Was it hot? Welcome to this live. We are cooking chicken potato casserole, and our chicken pot is almost there. I'm just going to close this to cook for 2 to 3 minutes, and then we will be good to continue with the cooking. So when I do it like this, there's no need for me to add any oil, because typically once the chicken is ready, some people actually fry the chicken or kind of like do it like this, and when the chicken or fry, just give it a fry it, not deep fry it, with small oil, and then take the chicken out, add some butter and fried tomatoes and onion and all of that. But I just combined it like this so that I don't need to add extra oil to the chicken. And this will be good for you if you're watching your oil intake for any reason. Yeah, you're watching your oil, or you just don't like too much oil in your food. So I don't want it to get burned, so I'm just going to stir it from time to time for about a minute or two more. Let you know that these are all going into the oven. So at this juncture, I'm going to set the oven already because we're about to put everything in the oven. I'm going to set it. This my oven cooks really hot. So I'm going to set it at 320, like so. And then, yeah, it's on. So like this is pretty good. Now, we mentioned that this heavy whipping cream, we were going to divide it by 2 to use half of it. So this is our measuring cup. This is 32 fluid ounces. I want half of this. So I'm going to put it there and get 16 ounces out of it. Okay, that's 16 ounces. And we keep the rest of the 16 ounce for another day. So now we are going to put the milk in the pot. This meal is very easy. Once you get your chicken and the stock right, you're good. Trust me. Okay. So you just go right in with your milk like that. Ooh, the calm. That chicken was so noisy. Okay. Then we want all of this to harmonize very well. And then our Parmesan cheese, I'm going to get just a handful of it first because the rest of it will be used as topping. So I'm just going to put it like that. And I want it to melt in and mix well with the chicken broth and maybe whipping cream. Okay. Okay. Ayong says she tried the cheese once in Cameroon. Okay, fine. Okay, if you're watching from Cameroon, I think, which store did you get it from? I think those in Douala can agree that maybe the Carrefour or the Spa or which of the supermarkets, some supermarkets they might have this or would definitely have this. I know Carrefour for one has some cheeses. So this, if you're watching from Cameroon, this might not be your typical everyday meal, but once in a while, if you don't want to take your family out, but you want to give them something special, you may want to try this. I mean, just for a good treat. Okay. If you want to give your children, um, your husband, or some family members a good treat to eat something that is a little bit different, and you don't want to go sit down there and order it, or you might just want to cook it at home like this. It will be definitely cheaper, and it might just be tasty and you have fun cooking it. Okay. So I'm going to give this another minute because as it is going to be getting cooked, our oven is already getting pre-heat. And then I'm just going to try the potato. If it is a little bit cooked, you just want to like halfway. Okay. So by the time this is getting ready, the potato should be great as at once or as well. And we are gradually coming to the close of this. That's one thing I like about this. It's not too complicated. If you spice your chicken very well and use the right spicing, then it's going to be pretty good. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to bring out my casserole dish. And the thing with casserole dishes is you have your casserole pans that you can actually bake your meals in them with no fear of anything getting burnt or whatsoever. Okay. Okay, I think the potato is kind of good. Let me bring our camera to the side. So, not too hard, not too soft. That's the whole goal. Okay. You see, like this. It's not too hard. It's not too soft. Okay. So, because it's going to go into the oven and it will be there for a couple of minutes. So we don't want it super soft and we don't want it too hard either. Okay, so I'm going to take it out and then strain the excess water. Okay. Just going to put the strainer like that and strain the excess water out of the potato. Okay. All right. That's good. Okay. So now I'll turn off the heat over the chicken. This is perfectly great. Now we're going to dress the casserole pan. Nothing fancy. Okay, I'm just going to put it like that. Okay, that was the oven, so perfect timing. Then everything that was in the chicken is about to go in this pan. The whole chicken pot. Okay, you see that? Okay, let's go. Ooh. Okay, everything is cook out all that sauce. Okay. So this is it. Okay. See, it's already looking nice. Now the rest of our Parmesan cheese, we're gonna put it over there like that. This is how our pan looks like. Now we're going to bake this in the oven for 20 minutes. So I will set a timer and get it out after 20 minutes. So let's get it in first. All right. See you in 20 minutes. Now, I promised us we were going to have a small nutrition talk, which is what is going to be coming right now while we wait for our pot that is cooking to get properly cooked. Okay. Hi, Emma. I see you just came on. Thank you for joining. How are you doing? How's Maryland today? We are at 82 degrees here in Houston, Texas. So, how is it over there? Okay, I'm just going to set my clock to 20 minutes. Nope, 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 nope. Mm-hmm. 20 minutes, and there we go. Okay, Now to our nutrition talk. When you hear of portion size, what comes to your mind? Portion size. Because we're going to be doing something right now. What comes to your mind when you hear of portion size? Okay. See, the weather isn't bad. Okay, good. Now, one very important thing about nutrition is for you to be able to eat right, you're supposed to know what's in your food and how to eat your food, if I can put it that way. Okay, so I'm going to show us something small with respect to portion size, and then we are going to, let's flip this. Okay. Now, every food product, it is required by law to have what we call nutrition facts. Okay? So, how many of us actually look at this section of your grocery product? If you do, put 1. If you don't, put 2. If you take, when you're grocery shopping, do you ever look at this section of your product? If you do, let me see 1. If you don't, let me see 2. Okay. Some 1 and some 2s. If you do, look at your nutrition label or nutrition facts. Let me see 1. If you don't, let me see 2. Okay. So, this is required by government of all countries. I should say that companies have this at the back of their product so that people who are eating your product, they know exactly what they are eating. Now, there's so much to say with respect to nutrition facts, which we are going to be doing it in bits. Okay, but today I want us to focus on the very first thing you see when you take a food package, and which is serving. Okay, if you have any food product at home, if you are at home or you are somewhere where you have a food product that you just bought, can you kindly grab it? Let's do a little bit of class here. Just grab it and just go and look at servings. This is the very first information under your nutrition facts. It's always servings. Now, we are going to concentrate only here for today, okay? Servings. What does servings mean? Here, this is a pack of fancy unsalted cashew nuts I bought from Costco. I love cashew nuts, so when I go to Costco, sometimes, like last time I went, I got this bag of cashew nuts. Okay, as you can see, they say the net weight is 40 ounces, 2.5 pounds, or equals to 1.3 kg for this entire thing. Okay, I already ate some of it, so don't look at it like, is this one? No, I already ate some of it. But this is what this bag is. Okay, now when I come to nutrition facts, see, it says about 40 servings per container. So this whole bag that was like here, something like that, has 40 servings. Okay, that's what the bag says. And now this is where it gets very interesting. What is 1 serving according to this manufacturer? What does he mean by 1 serving? Now, you see, 1 serving is 1 ounce, which is about 28 grams or about 15 pieces. Okay, let's start from there. Because some people are like, I don't even see what I'm eating, but I'm just getting fat, or I don't, or what. Sometimes it's not just what you are eating, but if you have knowledge of the quantity of what you're eating, then it might give you an idea how to eat. Okay, so I'm going to set this to units. I'm going to set this to ounces. Okay, that's ounce. It says one serving size is 1 ounce. Okay, I'm going to put paper towel on there so that we can measure what exactly is 1 ounce. Okay, I'm going to tear this. So it's back to, it'll be an ounce. So let's try to measure this. Uh-oh. Perfect. This is 1 ounce. Can we see that? You want me to zoom it in again? Is it visible? Very visible. Okay. Can we see that? That is 1 ounce. So this manufacturer says 1 ounce, which is this, of this cashew nut is how much? It's 160 calories. Which means that, and he says the equivalent of this is about 15 pieces. So if you don't have your measuring scale, it says about 15 pieces. Some people will give the quantity in cups. So it says about 15 pieces, right? Okay, let's count 15 pieces of this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, yep, 15. So these 15 pieces is 160 calories. If I put this in my hand, it's about this. So this is 160 calories. But guess how we eat cashew nuts? Okay. When we want to eat our cashew nuts, we do like this. Pom, 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 pom. Right? When you want to eat your cashew nuts, you like pour. Oh, this is a good bowl. Okay, I can go sit down and eat while doing something, watching a movie or studying, and before you know, let me measure this. Okay, this is our scale, right? Let's assume that I poured this amount of cashew nut to eat. Okay. It's even falling out. This is, see, this amount, this is like 5 ounces. Okay, bring out your calculator. Okay, let's calculate. 5 times 160. How much is that? 800. 800. Can you see this? This that you just put in the bowl to eat is 800 calories. If you go to the gym, how much time does it need to burn 800 calories? So now, am I saying eating cashew is bad? No, I'm not saying that. I eat cashew nuts, actually. I love my cashew nuts. What I'm saying is that to be able to manage your nutrition, it is important to know how much of what you are eating. Now, if for one reason or the other I skipped breakfast, or I didn't eat, or I just want to binge on my cashew nut, okay, this quantity I have put is about this. Okay, I'm aware I am eating this. But somebody will eat this not knowing this is 800 and add it with some other thing, and before you know, in one sitting you've eaten 2,000 calories. That's where we are getting to. And then we start saying, but what did I eat? How? This because you are eating without the knowledge of how much you are eating. Okay, so the first step to proper nutrition, whether you are doing weight management, whether you wanted to lose the weight, whether you want to maintain it, or whether you want to add it, is to know exactly your portion sizes. Now, if you don't have a scale at home, or these measuring cups that usually come like that with their teaspoons and all of that, I encourage you to buy these ones are actually cheaper. Just get something like this in your home. I mean, those of us that are into pastry and cooking and all of that, we always have this for practical measurements. But if you who is not into all of this, still get it, because I want that between now and the next time we meet or so, or at least for this month, from time to time, just measure what you are eating and look at the nutrition information that is given to you at the back as what is, as far as the serving size is concerned. Trust me, it will help you to manage your eating. Now, when we measured our 15 pieces of cashew nuts, right, it was a handful like this, right? So next time when I want to eat cashew nuts, I know that this is already 160. So I can decide to limit myself to this, or I say, okay, I want to eat 2 times this or 3 times this. But I having that knowledge that if I'm going to be eating 2 to 3 times of this, I don't want to add maybe ice cream on top of it, or I don't want to add this other thing on top of it, because my calories already coming out from here is much. Okay, so that is where nutrition education comes to play, because you now know what you are eating, the quantity you're eating, and you can be able to properly monitor. Okay, all right, now we are going to move from cashew nut to another common one that everybody, most of us. Next information I want us to talk about is 1 cup. What is 1 cup? I have a couple of cups in my house. These, these, this is my husband's cup. Actually, you have this. Let me raise the camera. So when we say 1 cup, so let me raise the camera. Okay. Now, what's 1 cup? I had a cup of juice. I had a cup of milk. Okay, let's test that. Now, starting with the milk, we say I like the 1 big cup. Exactly. Okay, now this is our milk, right? Everybody, I mean, if you live out here in the West, everybody should be familiar with this. And back home, we'll have our dry milk, I mean, in a tin, or in a, and then you will also have serving size there. So let's use this. This is 1% milk. Okay, let me bring the milk quite. Nutrition facts: the serving size is always the first information under your nutrition information. This whole 1 gallon, they say, is 16 servings. Okay, so The serving size, they say, is 1 cup, right? Can we see it? 1 cup. And that 1 cup is what? 240 mils. That's the American standard 1 cup. Not this. Okay, before I go there. And the calorie for that 1 cup is 110. Okay. This is 1 cup. This is not 1 cup. This is not 1 cup. This is not. All your favorite teacups might not be 1 cup. And definitely, this is not 1 cup. This is 1 cup. So I'm going to pour a cup of milk and let's see what 1 cup typically looks like. Here we go. I had a cup of tea this morning. I had a cup of milk this morning. This is 1 cup. Okay, let's try this 1 cup in here. That's half. Whereas when I want to drink tea, I may fill this cup and say I had 1 cup of milk or I had a cup of tea. Now, this looks like a smaller cup. Okay. Can you see? This is still not 1 cup. This is still not 1 cup. And then, if I try my husband's cup, this is like child's play, huh? I won't even go with this. I won't even put it here yet. So, we see that the cups you might be using at home are not 1 cup. It's more than 1 cup. Some of it might be twice the cup. Am I saying drinking 1 cup of milk am I saying drinking more than 1 cup of milk is bad? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying when you want to drink milk, this is a cup of milk, and you are using this cup. Know that your 1 cup of milk is half of this cup. Now, if you're going to fill your cup, let's see how much milk it would take. That's 2 cups. You see, this is 2 cups of milk. So, if you are, for example, drinking milk and you're trying to watch your calories, or you're saying, okay, you're trying to count your calories, and you say, okay, in the morning I drank a cup of milk, and this is what your cup is. No, you just drank 2 cups of milk, because you might be calculating and like, but what did I really eat? Or what am I eating that I'm gaining weight, or I'm not able to keep my weight or manage my weight properly, or keep my calorie count properly? This is 2 cups of milk, not 1, and you may be entering 110 calories. So this cup of milk is 220 calories if you are using 1% milk, because 2% or whole milk is going to be more. Okay, we are going to talk about those variations some other day, but today we are focusing on this. Okay, the same thing is going to go with our glass of juice, our cup of drink. Let me remove the breakfast cups. This is going to be the live demonstration, and then our pot should be getting ready to come out. Now, I had a glass of juice. Okay, these are a couple of glasses in my house. Let me take these ones out. And again, this my husband's glass. Okay, now when we say I drank a cup of juice, okay, What do we really mean by a cup of juice? I'm going to use this juice as an example. This is 100% juice, orange and mango juice made from nectar. And let's just go to the nutrition facts. It says this 8 servings per container, and one serving size is 8 fluid ounces, which is 240 mils, which is this cup. Okay, that gives you 120 calories. So again, if we are going to go with our 1 cup of juice, there you go. That didn't even give us half of that cup. So this is 1 cup of juice. If I pour it in this other small cup, glass, sorry. Are you seeing? If I pour it here, this is, if I pour it here, are you seeing how much a cup of juice is? And if I pour it here, okay, so when you know what 1 cup of juice is, now I know that if I put the cup of juice here and I want to drink 1 cup of juice, this is 1 cup of juice, this is 120. If I want to drink 2 cups of juice, so when I using this glass, this is what 2 cups looks like. So when you know your cup sizes at home and how they compare with the standard cup, it will give you an idea of what you are consuming and how to watch your consumption. That was the whole purpose of this demonstration. So one way to help you watch your consumption is not to have tumblers like this, many of them, or to bring them out only when it's some celebratory mode, actually, because that's where when my husband brings this out, like if it's a really good day, like I'm sure this Easter Sunday he's gonna bring this out because he's in the celebratory mood. But this cannot be your everyday drinking glass because you're gonna be drinking so much. Okay, so that was the essence of this demonstration. Please use this week, just get yourself this measuring cup stack. That is one thing I'll advise you to get yourself the measuring cup stack. It comes like that with the teaspoons and the tablespoons. Get it at home. Just try from time to time. Just use a week or 2. Trust me, when you've done it for a week or 2, you already know exactly what your measurements are and how they're gonna look like in your cup that you have at home. So that way, when you're drinking here, you already know, okay, I drank 2 cups of juice. Okay, you will not feel like, oh, I drank only 1 cup, and then you finish and you put another glass like this. That's 4 cups, not 2. Or you drink about 3 of this, that's 6 cups. If you multiply that by 120, how much is that? Okay, so that you will know exactly what you are eating. Your snacks, your cashew nuts, your other things that you eat, please try to have an idea of what the measurements look like. That will help you to be able to eat well and eat on a program, if actually you're on a program. And with that ends our nutrition talk on serving size. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm seeing that the comment section is exploding with, with comments. So okay, I will come and reply to these comments in a bit, please. So let me just take out our food, which I guess has cooked. Okay, I'm going to put over here. All right, let me get the food out of the oven. Okay. Whoo! Now, that is what. Let me put that out. Okay. Do we see that? Oh, wow. Okay. That's our potato casserole. Some people will, you can also cover this before putting it in the oven, but I wanted a little bit of that browning at the edges, as you can see. Sometimes you can put it like that, and sometimes you can just cover it up. No problem with like 2 minutes to cool before we go into the tasting, because it's so super hot. Okay, so while that is cooling, let me see some of the comments from the nutrition talk. Oh my god. So I that was a great one. Okay, let's see. Say that you say I can never eat 1 ounce. Never. 1 ounce is so difficult to eat, eh? Okay. B says that the size that way you did taste for market before. Before you decide to buy them. Oh my god. uh, that's a good one. Okay, I have Manka Vivian. Thank you so much for joining in. Manka, where are you watching us from? It says body blue raised A. Okay, I didn't catch what that was referring to. If you can retype it, let me get what he was referring to. Okay. She says, I like the one cup, the big black cup. You see, like the coffee cups, especially, right? Like the coffee cups, especially. It's easy to just fill them in and just get going. Because that way people just think it's water and then you just had your coffee. Whereas sometimes people like really put so much milk inside and they're like, I just had a cup of coffee. Oh, cup of coffee with how much milk was inside that cup of coffee. Okay. And then okay. So can we manage doctor's cup, please? Which one is doctor's cup? Okay. DJ, you did cheat with that your one cup. Of course. Emma, God gave us everything to enjoy. That's why I'm saying that enjoy with knowledge. That's the whole essence of this. Enjoy your cup of milk, enjoy your cup of juice, enjoy your cashew nut, but enjoy it with knowledge. Otherwise, you can sit down and practically eat 2,000 calories without realizing it. That's the whole essence. With these small things, you can actually eat a lot of them. But once you know that this is how much I'm eating, I bet you see, this is your body. You can train your body so much so that it is practically aware of how much you need to eat, and it will give you those promptings. Now I know that, okay, if I really want to sit and binge on my cashew nuts, okay, I make sure that, okay, I'm not going to be eating this and having ice cream of another like 400 calories together. Before you know, you've eaten a bowl of that, 2 or 3 ice creams, and you still want to eat more. Okay, but if I know that this is my cone of ice cream, for example, is 360 calories, then I know, okay, I'm going to try my best to eat only one, so that I don't have to eat too much of it. Okay, so having that information just helps so that we can be able to manage our eating very well. And with that, I'm going to turn over our camera so that we can look at the food that we have cooked. Emma says this knowledge is discouraging. It's very, very encouraging, Emma. Trust me, people that are watching what they're eating, they you just want to know, you just want to be aware, okay? So that this is exactly how it's going to be. So we are going to bring out our tasting bowl. I'm going to put some of our food out, and then we will invite our taster who is warming up. Okay, you see. Ooh, see the way it breaks out. Nice, creamy. Okay. Oh. Okay. So this is what our food looks like. See? This is creamy. See? That's why I said we cook the potatoes a little bit so that it is fork tender like this. And I'm just going to invite our professional taster to come and tell us how the meal is. Okay, moment of truth. So this is our food. It's still very hot, but I'm going to taste it first though. Ooh. This is good.
It is the professional taster that has to testify that it is good, not you.
Okay, taster.
So hand it over to the professional.
Professional taster, please. The testing stage is all yours. You can come this way so that they can see.
Look at my belly. And I'm still to eat this.
Yum, 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 yum.
Asa. And the good thing about this is the cheese. It's not that kind of cheese that hits you some kind of way. That bad cheese. I don't like that bitter cheese.
Well,
this
Mark
one is mild and good.
He's not a traditional cheese eater, and he doesn't love cheese at all. I mean, I've had to fight him eating any kind of cheese until I started using Parmesan cheese. So if Mama can tell you that this cheese is good, please go and get Parmesan cheese. Go and try it, because it doesn't have the sour, salty, or bitter taste that comes with that extra aging of the cheese. So
Emma, Abu, you want to taste? Tell me how I can lose weight in this house. They will say, eat this. Look at, she will say, no, eat only small, only small. How can you eat a bit? Eh? I cannot. With this kind of food,
That was our professional taster. Emma said that's already what 15 cups. Already 15 cups. Oh my god. You guys have made me laugh so hard today with this nutrition topic. I know, I know. I know. She says now we need langa. Where Asha? Oh, what can we do? We're looking forward to the time where we can do in person cooking sessions. But for now, you guys only have to enjoy the visuals and the live. Okay. So thank you so much for joining in this live at this juncture. We're going to call it a wrap. And this was chicken potato casserole, and it was a $10 Walmart family dinner that can actually feed 4+ people. Okay, so we had 6 drumsticks and half a bag of our potato, and we also had our nutrition talk about serving size to educate us on and encourage us to look at how much we are eating and to be able to make measures so that we can be aware of what we are eating. That way we can better make decisions from knowledge. That's the whole idea, to be able to make good food decisions from knowledge, not just being ignorant. Okay, so um okay, there's a question that says, can I replace the potato with plantains? Okay, I will have to try that. That's a good one. Actually, I didn't think about it. It might be worth trying, so I will give that a try and I will let you know. Or if you already have your ingredients that you want to try, please try it and let me know. But I think that is worth trying. Okay, with plantain, would you mean with ripe plantain or unripe plantain? That's where the whole thing. Or would you want to fry the plantain? So I would think about that and maybe try it. Okay, that was a good question. Thank you so much. um Let me look if there are any other comments or any other questions. Okay, I don't see any other questions. I see a lot of okay. And also the nutritional information for this food will be available when the replay, sometime later when the replay is available, so that we can see how much this casserole is in total with respect to calorie and all the other nutrition facts. We're going to put that together and let us know about it. Okay, Emma says with ripe plantain. Okay, boiled ripe plantain. If we're going to boil the ripe plantain, I think the consistency might be comparable to that of the potato. So maybe it will be worth trying. But I think it's something I'm interested in trying. Thank you so much for that one. So I would definitely give it a look. Okay, so thank you so much for hanging out with us. This is Maggie Delight. We bring to you nutritious meals that are budget friendly, family approved, and that are budget friendly. I said family approved, that are tasty, of course, because what's the essence of good nutrition if nobody is going to eat it? Okay, and for our next and upcoming lives, we're going to have little nutrition talks like this during the session, so that by the time we leave every session, we have learned something about some new recipe or new style of cooking something. We have learned new ingredients, and we have learned some other thing about nutrition that we can apply in our daily lives as we go on. So the next live will going to be coming in 2 weeks, so we're going to be doing 2 sessions every month. So just keep hit the notification bell and hit that subscribe button, so that when next we're coming live, we are going to let you know, and you're not going to miss out on this amazing session. Come on, everybody was just laughing out loud. Imagine how interesting and fun-filled nutrition and good cooking looks like. So you want to stay tuned and be back for the next session. So thank you so much, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. For those who are already almost sleeping, have a good night, and those of us that are still in the daytime, have a good rest of your day, and God bless you. Bye bye. I know.